Hi, my name is Lisa Cooper. The kids in my class don't know that. I've been nothing more than Miss Lisa, or Miss Lisa, as they more often say, for the past 14 years. You see, I teach preschool, but not in any normal preschool. I work in a child development center, which means we don't get spring break, or summer vacation, or pretty much any vacation for that matter. It also means that the children in my class have been coming to us since they were babies. We're more of a big family than a classroom of students, sibling rivalry included. I work so the parents can work. But what exactly is work? We all have different ideas of what constitutes work. For some, it may be manual labor of building a house or filing papers in an office. For me, it means coming to school every day and teaching 4-year-olds. When I asked them what their work was, they said things that range from we have to write our names, cutting and coloring, when we learn our sight words, and doing homework. Now, I've, in all the 14 years, don't recall ever giving homework to 4-year-olds, but I certainly know what homework is these days. One of my favorite quotes from the book 365 Meditations for Teachers by Greg Henry Quinn says, "It's only work if you don't enjoy it." Now, everybody knows that people don't become teachers for the money. I didn't even do it for the summers off. Well, that would be nice. Only real teachers get that privilege. I took a job in the child development center and my son was just a baby. I needed to work, but I just didn't want to leave him with anybody I didn't know. Didn't really want to work, to be honest. And I found that a child development center is a wonderful place to work when your children are young. I could be at work, but also be there when he took his first step, said his first word. I didn't miss any of the new baby milestones because I had to be at work. So it worked out when he was young, and I had planned, as I've seen many, many other teachers do, to work there until my own children went off to the big school and then move on to something more permanent. My own children are now 14 and 9, and I'm still a preschool teacher. I like it because no 2 days are alike. Every day is a new challenge, and you really never know what the kids are going to say or do. Then, of course, are the hugs and the gifts. Gifts, such as this one. I received this as an end-of-the-year gift from a child who was a challenge. She was smart and very stubborn. So here it was, graduation day, which for a preschool teacher it's a bittersweet time. You know, we've had them for a whole year. We've taught them all that they're going to learn in that year. And at the same time, we're going to miss them, but it's time for them to move on. Well, this one particular child runs up to me, and I look at her mother's horrified face, and she says she picked it out herself. I had nothing to do with it. Well, she runs up, and she goes, "I got this for you. Isn't it beautiful? Look at what it can do." Well, I watched it turning and turning, and I wondered, is that supposed to symbolize my life? Is that what I'm doing coming here every day? I mean, sure, I threaten to go get a real job on the days that there are numerous accidents to clean up, or after the 525th time I hear, "I'm not your best friend," yet I don't go anywhere. Then she hugged my legs. They're always hugging our legs. It's as far as they can reach, I think. It was then that I realized it's because of things like this that I say. Not because of what it is, but because it somehow makes my work rewarding. Anybody who's been in a room full of 4-year-olds knows that it can be stressful and loud. Why is it that 4-year-olds can talk so loud and always do? I find myself saying, "I can hear you. I'm sitting right next to you." Or at other times, I feel like a broken record, especially at lunch. Sit down while you're eating. Sit down at the lunch table. Sit down. But in the middle of it all, right as I'm taking my 43rd deep cleansing breath of the day, somebody will run up to my legs, hug them, and say, "I love you, Miss Lisa." Or she may be thinking of me during the precious few hours she has with her own family, and pick out such a wonderful gift as this. It came from her heart, and it touches mine. So, as the quote goes, it's only work if you don't enjoy it. And though threaten as I may, after all the tattling and playground drama of 4-year-old girls, "She doesn't like my dress," "You're not my best friend," and the biggest biggest preschool threat of all. I'm not going to invite you to my birthday party. I must enjoy it, because I come back every day, ready to be Miss Lisa, to encourage, guide, and yes, teach. And it doesn't feel like work at all.